Hey guys, what's up? House of G here. Back at it with another figure from Mezco. This one is from Rebel Society, the H Squad. So I think we're all familiar with, once again, Mezco building up their whole universe, their world. This figure is kind of cool because it combines many different figures into one. And when I say that, you'll think you understand when I start speaking it out. Of course, it's part of Rumble Society, as you know, for the bottom left. This does represent a really cool character, a movie back in the 90s that came out with, as we all know, Kurt Russell. If you put it together, it's like almost an Escape from New York. Surprisingly, the guy's name is Snake in the movie. And, of course, we're dealing with today's character's name is Death Adler. Comes off like a really cool movie poster. It definitely reminds me of the movie Escape from New York. It's a great vibe. I really think it brings back some 90s nostalgia. And of course, when this figure was coming out, the previews for this figure, we all knew that once Snake from G.I. Joe was coming out, because pretty much it mostly have a lot of similarities to the character as far as the outfit, weapons are concerned. So I knew that, once Snake came out, then they got pretty much they got all the pieces and parts they needed to make their own character, Death Adler. And it's really cool in the bottom. Of course, little level, when you read the movie theaters, the trigger level. Obviously, M here is from Mezco Toys. And the box and the artwork is really cool. And it really gives off that Escape from New York vibe from Kurt Russell. The bottom is the same as the top. And you get the nice Viper eyes. Of course, one here is missing because that's where the patch goes. And it really suits well. I hope that one day maybe they'll get the rights to Trouble in Little Chinatown. And then we'll get a really cool 1/12 scale Kurt Russell Escape from Little Chinatown figure. Without further ado, let's get into it. Once again, a little background on the figure itself and what it reminded of me. And once again, Mezco doing a great job with that nostalgia, 90s nostalgia look and everything between. So we do have three trays here. We'll go through one at a time. Here's the first tray as always. And of course, if it doesn't come with the Mezco collectors welcome, then it's not a true Mezco. Of course, if you open it up, here's the instructions that come with it, inserting the tongue pieces and the eye patches. And I like how everything's individual for the most part. There's a lot going on here with this figure, but of course, anything that you do end up moving or take good care of it. Make sure to take plenty of time with it. If it doesn't fit, just take a break, try again. When it comes to any small parts and pieces, because, you don't want to break or rip any of them. And of course, these figures coming out, only limited are made at a time. And to find and replacement parts, I know the secondary market isn't too friendly when it comes to collectors. So, without further ado, here we are. Snake Adler. Really cool figure out of the packaging. Definitely gives you that nice Escape from New York vibe with Kurt Russell. Of course, the body, it looks like it was maybe reused. I'm not too sure. But as far as the armor pieces are concerned, underneath, it's all one piece. It's all part of the shirt itself. So this way you can get a nice look of an armor, but without all the articulation restrictions. So here are the nice T-pose. Really good, showing off a little muscle. Of course, I think the shirt and everything fits really well. Is the arm, single joint elbow. The head itself can go up. Oh, not too far, I guess. Alright, but it pop right back in easily, no problem. You can go up as far as this, down as far as here. Go up again. Go left. And go right and all around. So, as far as the head is concerned, no problem. But as far as him looking up, they can't go as far. The eye patch here is really cool. The eye itself, is in the light, is glows on its own. Nice reflection without any help of light, without any help of lighting or anything. I think it's really cool. Really brings it out. I don't know if this eye patch can come off. I think this was just part of the head. Oh, it can. So this eye patch can definitely come off. Like I said before, anytime you take anything off or on, please be careful. So here we have the head. Obviously the eye is completely missing. You definitely see the difference. Good sculpting, and of course, just to keep the band in place, they sculpted in a small trace within the head sculpt itself to ensure that the eye patch stays on. And I think it's actually a great idea to have the eye patch removed, because this way you can get those nice pictures or side action where he's getting battle damage or whatever it might be, middle of a firefight, and the eye patch comes off and exposes his eye. So I think it's really cool, and it goes back on pretty fairly quickly, because like I said, it has the grooves in the sculpt itself. And it's so cool that even the eye patch itself looks like it's sculpted into the head, but it's not. It's its own individual piece. Further articulation, this is the waist. Up about this far. Neutral. Here's the back. Again, the armor, the pieces here for the armor looks really cool. Has a nice gloss finish to it. And the stitching work is really good. So even the complete stitching work looks really great. Of course, the legs, knee joints. So you can touch his butt. Not too quite. But it gets there. Ankle rotation. Left and right. Up and down. You definitely get the forward and back. Again, not too much side to side. Inward you do get a little bit, but not too much. All right. So here he is, Death Adler. We'll have him go in a sitting position. Chill up top. And we go through his little accessories. Have him chill up there for a little bit. And we go through his little accessories. So far as I can see, he has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 additional hands, not including the ones he has on. There's 12. Here you have the extra tongue pieces. Those snake pieces, snake tongue pieces, extra FX pieces, shotguns, fully automatic, semi-automatic, semi-automatic again, FX pieces for your guns. And of course, it comes with additional 3 heads. There's head number 1. Of course, no eye patch. Just take it. I don't know if this is the one with the head mouth actually opens. I highly doubt it. Nope. So we have a mouth here. So a mouth is slightly open, like he's getting ready to attack and do something. Nice detail on the sculpt. I wish that they would put a little more detail into the damaged eye. Make it match the picture, where it looked white or semi-translucent, to show, hey, listen, instead of having a red eye, it's a semi-white translucent eye, because it does show in the artwork, but not so much in the figure. Whether they couldn't do it or not, I'm not too sure. But I guess they could have at least painted one on, or at least painted it on or something, because you definitely don't see that translucent eye. And you don't definitely want to realize that the eye's gone until, you turn to the other side. It's like, oh, his eye, he's a red eye. Here's the other face. Head sculpt, more of an attack mode now. There is a hole in the bottom area, if you can tell, for the tongue piece. It will definitely go there. So I like the fact you can definitely choose, tongue or no tongue. I guess if you put it like that, for the head sculpts. This is the top of them. Most of them are all the same, except for the mouth expressions are changing. So that's pretty cool. And the fangs are pretty, I wouldn't say flexible, but they're definitely sharp, and they can definitely hold their own. But you know, with anything, you don't want to push too far or make too much of a problem, or it's going to snap off. So, as always, proceed with caution. And the final head is the final head. More of a really mouth open now. We're really in a anger attack mode. That's what we're going for, I guess. And you know, just to see how it works, at least they give you extra tongues and stuff like that for the figure, because you know, once again, possibility of it breaking or losing. It looks like a ball joint, so we need to put it in. Yeah. Hopefully this one can fit in. Once we put it in, hopefully it can come out. So, definitely hear it. It is quite little. It is a little difficult. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely gotta find a wedge. Oh, I think I got it. There we go. Cool. So I got it. And of course, it is on a ball joint. So, well, if you do it easily, it's able to rotate down side to side. You can put the tongue in different positions. But if you do look closely, there is a little bowl-like joint at the end of the tongue. And this is the tip of it. Of course, any standard snake tongue. So that's that. And that's really cool. And like I said, I like the fact it gives you two. So you can go tongue or no tongue, as they say. Alright, cool. So that's the other tray one. Of course, the hands he has are all standard, punchy, open grip hand, thumb, you know, I don't think there's any middle finger or pointed fingers. Yeah, even as a thumbs up hand. So there's a pointed finger, thumbs up. I think that's really cool. Of course, semi-open, fully opened, other gripping hands. And of course, standard closed fist hands, which the figure comes in with right now. And here we are on the tray 2. The cool stuff. This is what we call the cool tray, as in the cool kids cool tray. All the nice weapons, accessories, all his armor. Yeah. Sometimes I wish the Mezco would, like, you know, I don't remember if this was before or after, but the standard for the weapons to be in trays or not in trays or whatever it is. I do hope to become more of a standard to be in trays instead of like this, where it's like, you know, like something like this is really nice. I like when Mezco does this. Puts everything in a nice accessory tray, but in a tray within a tray. So when you take it out, you know, you're not really losing anything. You can definitely look at it, go through piece by piece. Of course, this is all his accessories. You know, his armband, wristbands, stuff that holds all his weapons, accessories, and guns. All his bandolier, his belt, to hold all the magazines in and stuff like that. I think it's really cool. Here's his SMG. A little pistol. So I prefer when Mezco does something like this. Especially for the small magazines that comes with here and here. You know, definitely want to be more careful. There is a radio or a transmitter in here, which is right here. Of course, the magazines always come out. It's always functional. Actually, we'll take a look at the pistol, because pistols, I like the fact when the Mezco does do the function, the slide, the real functioning slide, I think is always cool. Of course, we always know standard Mezco always comes with the magazines. You always pull them out, pull them in. Sometimes it's a little more easier than others, a little more difficult. This one's going to come out. It should be able to come out. There we go. There we go. And of course, I always love it. The individual painted bullet. Painted round up top. You can barely see it, but I always appreciate them putting an extra little detail in there. And of course, here it is. Magazine in. Ready to go. As I say, cocked and loaded. So definitely a functioning slide. Always love that action. Just love to see it. Always love to show the barrel and everything like that. To, put it in play where it's like, even taking pictures and everything, you can definitely put a muzzle flash in here. And it looks like the round actually went off because of the ejection of the shell casing here, and, the weapon itself going off, which I think is really cool. Of course, the extra magazines. SMG. The little radio transmitter or radio itself. All those little extra belts and accessories. You can definitely see the holes there for the magazines to be held in. That's always nice. Here's his belt. Now, this is a belt here. I think there's another bandolier around his waist for his sword. Yep. So this goes around his chest and stuff like that for his sword. We'll go there. Yeah, well thought out. Once again, it was really exciting to see this figure coming out. I'm actually more excited for Mezco when they come out with their own stuff for Rumble Society and everything, because now he's, like I said, mentioned before, my previous videos, 1970s Gomez, the new girl Clementine, if I'm not mistaken, she had a really cool orange jumpsuit on. Here's the holster for the 9mm. For the 9mm or the 45 or whatever it is. It's a pistol in this case, so there's a pistol holster. But whatever round it holds, it holds. There's a other cool part, shotgun. This is really cool. I like the fact that the realism on the handle for the sling and everything like that, fully functional, which I really like. So you can carry more than one weapon at once. Of course, everything. Be careful. Always be gentle with your stuff. As they say, it's not military grade, even though military grade isn't the best grade. Fully functional pump action. That's really cool. I always appreciate the extra, the extra effort. Definitely has a little sight for a shotgun. Unless you're shooting slugs. I don't know why you need a sight, but it looks cool. That's why you have a sight, because it looks awesome. Here's a sword and sheath. The sword looks pretty cool. Really futuristic. Almost like a ghost sword. Nice and lightweight and everything. All the center is hollowed out. So you really get to the actual real meat and potatoes. Not too sharp, per se. But plenty of detail. Really cool. I like the grip. And the detail and everything. And of course, here's the sheath. Kind of futuristic. I like how the holes in the sheath itself. Really thinking about functionality. I guess when a pretend rain, I guess. And of course, it goes with the sword itself. Nice and easy. Get it in. There we go. Cool. Of course, be careful because as you're putting it in and out, like I said, there's nothing here in the middle. So this can actually bend inwards. It is very flexible, and it might snap here or here, depending how much pressure you apply. Like always, be careful. And then, of course, his own pickaxe. I forgot what they're called. I know they probably use a mountain climbing, but I'm pretty sure there's a different name for them. But he gets two of them, which I think is really cool, representing the fangs that he has, considering he's a viper, snake. So I think that's really nice, and detailing on it's pretty cool. They don't move or anything, no articulation. This is just how it is. I wish it was a small articulation here, like how they did with the Supreme Knight Batman, with his batarang, stuff like that. Just a slight pinhole here, which has been really nice, just to open it up a little bit. But I guess they're going with the whole, this is, a fang looking weapon, so, fangs don't move, I guess, or stationary. Okay, so that was the second tray, and on to the last tray. On to our last and final tray, but always the coolest, because it always has the cool Mezco stands that I appreciate and like. And it comes with a stand, of course, the H Squad. And this one wants to open, I guess not. There we go. Sometimes I just need a little love. A little love and care. Nice and easy. As always, running through the third tray really quick. You have your standard Mezco bag. Always love these and appreciate them every time. Another tray full of cigars, FX pieces with grenades, used cigars, and of course additional eye patches. So in case you lose them, you got them. And I also like the fact that how they gave a different variety for the cigars, a really short one, a medium smoked one, and of course the cigars with the FX pieces and the little 3 grenades that are here. Additional eye patches. But like I said, if you're not easy with them, I'm pretty sure they snap easily, so I appreciate Mezco thinking about that. For the people, for the wonderful collectors that we are. And here it is, H Squad. Nice gloss finish with the sticker. A nice matte finish sticker. And it really gives, like I said, it gives off that 80s, 90s vibe of, of really cool movies, especially with Kurt Russell, which I believe this figure was based off of, comparing what the pictures are and everything and stuff like that. But, hey, each their own. Doesn't always have to be what you think it is. But I really would appreciate if they do make one day, like I said, Trouble in Little Chinatown, a little Kurt Russell figure from there. I think it's really cool. I actually have one. It was a 1/6 scale figure, really nice. And simple. It was a nice, basic, simple figure. I actually think about making one, customizing a Kurt Russell figure from the movie Trouble in Little Chinatown. This figure is really nice because even if you put him in a nice running stance or whatever it is, he definitely holds his pose. He's not so top heavy or heavy at all, and you definitely put him in different positions and stuff like that, which I think is really cool. Let me bend his knee here a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, a nice little running pose. So you can definitely see this figure in action. He's definitely really cool. I'm really happy to have him in my collection. I'm happy to have Mezco as a really cool brand and company to start it off with all the nice, wonderful, like I said, all the other nice characters they're coming out with, all the contracts they have. So it's really appreciative. They have Marvel and DC and everything, and to change up every now and then, they always have to bring out one of their own characters out, which I think is really cool. So here he is, Death Adler at his finest. He's be joining the rest of his crew now, up on the shelf. So this has actually is episode 8, if I'm mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, episode 8. So we're gonna go back up there. As always, we're gonna take a little ride up, all the way up top, and there he is now. So we're getting there, guys. Nice and slow. 8 figures in. I don't remember how many to go. I know Mezco came with a whole bunch. So, like I said, I have a complete collection of Mezco. We're going to definitely go through them one by one. but I'm really happy going through this journey with you. He's up there now. Like always, I really appreciate the time and effort you take out of your day to review my videos, stuff like that. And always remember, keep collecting, be yourself, and like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.